morning, everyone. I'm Satwinderjit Kaur, and I'm a manager in the Policy and Insights team at Economist Impact. Just before we start off, a quick reminder to make the most of your networking opportunities through the Swapcard app. And you can also refer to the app for all the biographies of the speakers across the 2 days. Okay, to move things along, thank you so much for joining us today for the Spotlight interview titled Ecotourism, the Green Luxury. Ecotourism is one of the fastest growing segments in the travel industry today, with the industry projected to grow by 14% each year as people are demanding for a lot more low impact and sustainable travel. But there's still a big question. Is ecotourism really living up to its promise? At the end of the day, sustainability has become a selling point to some extent, and it's worth asking whether the impact is really matching the intention behind it all. To help us unpack this, today we're joined by Lisa Wan, Associate Professor from the School of Hotel and Tourism Management, CUHK Business School. Welcome so much. Welcome, Lisa.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, everyone. Yes. Yeah.
So Asia is basically home to some of the most biodiverse and vulnerable landscapes. I'm keen to understand how ecotourism has been evolving in the region, and has it truly had a positive impact on local communities and the environment?
Yes, this is a very good question because maybe I use Hong Kong as an example because uh, actually, okay, before COVID-19, okay, Hong Kong is a destinations that are very famous for shopping paradise, food paradise, okay. And after the COVID, okay, actually the government and even the traveling or the tourism sectors, they are also very nervous about what kinds of path, okay, we can pursue, okay, in after the COVID because during the COVID, okay, everything, okay, in the tourism industry seems stopped at that time. And then after the COVID, okay, we also observed that consumers, they are no longer so materialistic, okay? They are focused on something like mental health or being, okay? So that's why this is one of the trends that we observe from the consumer perspective. More and more people, actually, they want to go to travel, not just for shopping. They want to go to travel to learn more about the local cultures, okay, to enjoy the nature environment, as well as they want to relax, okay, to get something like something that good for their mental health, okay, mental well-being. However, okay, from the industry or the government side at that time, okay, they think that ecotourism is something cannot generate revenue, okay. So this is something very honest. So that's why quite a lot of medias, okay, at that time interviewed me asking about something like what we should do, okay, is this how we can promote ecotourism. So that's why I keep emphasize that, okay, ecotourism in the long run is good for everyone, okay, even in terms of generating revenue. So as long as you can do something in travel industry, you can generate revenue, okay, because it's all because of your marketing strategy, okay, to me. Just like some example, so that's why it's a good platform for me to explain a little bit. Because in the markets, actually, you can classify customer into different segments, just like high income group, middle income group or low income group, okay. Actually, different customer, okay, they have different spending power as well as their needs, okay. And as I just mentioned, after the COVID, actually there's a trend, okay, for customer and tourists, okay, they want to pursue something like good for their mental well-being. They really love the nature now, okay. So that's why we can actually offer some unique, okay, experience, okay, to customer. Especially, you can target those high-income group to offering something very luxury experience in the nature area. Okay, so that's why actually there's some case, okay, in mainland China or in Japan, they already have this kinds of very good package that they can selling the very beautiful nature view in a particular rural areas, as well as they have something like a cultural heritage there. So that's why in China, actually, there's many famous places that have a very beautiful nature beauty as well as the local cultural heritage. And then okay, in China, they might not use the term Airbnb, but it's something similar. That means there's some owners, okay, already bought some housing that have a rich in cultural history there. And then at that time, they just try to provide hospitality service as a kind of package, overall package, with a very beautiful nature view. And then they can even charge, how much per light? Do you know that? They can charge about 4,000 to 5,000 US dollar per light. Okay, so this is something like also related to ecotourism. Yeah, they can enjoy the nature beauty, and then they provide very personalized tour guide service to them. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, during COVID as well, even I was looking for a way to, go to a wellness resort and just calm down and everything. But at the end of the day, it is more common to find sustainability being sold at a premium.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I mean, just coming to the audience, in a show of hands, how many of you would be willing to pay 20% more for a sustainable holiday?
Yeah.
That's not that many.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
It's
Don't worry,
four
okay.
hands up at this point.
No, yeah, this is good because I mean, okay, from the industry as well as the government point of view, if you want them to promote ecotourism for all people, you need to demonstrate in some way they can generate revenue. For example, they can target those high-income group, okay, and tailor-make some special package, uniqueness experience for them, right? But for the general public, just like me, okay, I'm general public actually. So actually, we can enjoy the beauty, okay, many ways. For example, in Hong Kong, okay, we are also very famous in our hiking areas. We have many beautiful views and very convenient for all of you to access to those rural areas to enjoy. So that's why this is another thing, okay, we can enjoy the nature beauty, okay, with, actually, might not cost you quite a lot of money, okay. If you want to enjoy the nature beauty, yes, for the general public, we can still enjoy it, and we can also help us to improve our physical as well as mental well-being, yeah.
Yeah, you were mentioning earlier how the industry is not really seeing revenue in this field. Is there some other ways that, innovative approaches basically to get the industry to realize value in this? What's been working? Do you have any examples of that?
So that's why I mean, for example, okay, this is something that the industry at the very beginning, they think, okay, they might not generate fast or easy money as quick as possible, okay, after the COVID, okay, because they want to get recovery at that time as soon as possible. However, in the past year, actually, we see that the trend is the industry even realize the way how they can actually generate revenue from offering this kinds of ecotourism or in-depth travel, okay, for the tours, because the trend is coming from the demand side. Because as long as we have a demand from the general public, that's why there's also an opportunity for them to generate revenue. Because if we talk about ecotourism, actually there's another broader term called sustainable tourism. You know that sustainable tourism is even broader. Actually, it involves 3 areas. One area is talking about environmental impact. Okay, that is ecotourism, fall into this area. Another area is talking about cultural and social impact. That means we also want to promote travel. Okay, that can promote the cultural aspect of the destination, the heritage, okay? And another most important thing, okay, to all of us is economic impact. That means we also think about how to make travel to be sustainable. We also need to generate revenue. So that's why there's no contradictory here, okay? Because if we can take care about the environment, if we can also take care about the cultural and local, community, okay? Actually, in the long run, you can also generate revenue to make this the whole tourism, okay, to be more sustainable in the long way. Because if you just focus on the short term, earn money without caring about the environment, just like what actually we are suffering now because of the climate change, I'm sure that even in Asia, many places, not just Hong Kong, Japan, right? We are suffering, very unstable weather nowadays. Even in Hong Kong recently, the weather keeps changing. For example, today very hot, but tomorrow very cold, okay? So that's why we are suffering. So that's why this is very important for all of us here, okay, to think about how each of us can contribute, okay, to minimize our impact to the environment.
That's a really good point. I mean, I think right now, like I was saying, there's a lot more sustainable tourism provided by luxury hotels.
Yeah.
But at the same time, this is in contradiction because luxury hotels are meant to provide a
Yeah.
lot of amenities, a lot more services. There's so much more waste being generated.
Yeah.
How do you see that balancing along with your sustainability efforts then?
Yeah, this is a very good question. There's a dilemma here, right? So that's why I think, but I trust that just like Marriott just mentions that they already try very hard to invest in those advanced technology to help them to minimize for example, the wastage, the use of something like plastics. Okay, for hotel, for example, in Hong Kong. I think government is very good, okay, because they already have a policy, okay, talk about plastic fee. So that's why this is something like very effective, okay, to stop everyone to use plastic in Hong Kong. And in the hotel side, okay, what we could do is, for example, because I'm from the academic, okay, area, okay, so actually, a few years ago, I started to create a hotel sustainability index to motivate the industry, okay, to work hard on achieving the sustainability criteria. So, so far, this index is very good because we set the criteria, and we are the third party, okay, and in other words, we are very fair, okay, we are a non-profit organization. So we set up some criteria based on our academic research, and then we assess the public reports, okay, as well as we conduct survey, okay, to assess the operations, okay, and their mission and value. And then later on, we found that over the past 4 years, the index really showed that the hotels that we assessed, they are the public companies, okay, in the Greater Bay Area. They really improve their performance in achieving the sustainability aspect. So that's why this is one way I think is effective in motivating hotel group, okay, to try to put sustainability into their agenda to contribute to the society. And another thing is, I think even from the consumer side, okay, they are also now, just like all of you, the awareness of sustainability is increasing through just like education, through our conference, okay? So because of the demand side already push this kinds of demand, I think in a very, maybe I think now actually it's happening. Even hotels, okay, around the world see that this is really important for them to do sustainability.
Yeah,
But yeah.
Yeah, I think you said how value is driven from a demand side, from
Yeah.
the supply side. At the same time, I mean, there's a lot of greenwashing now in the
Yeah,
industry
you're right.
that's been growing rampant. Tourists are more skeptical when there's green claims being made in a hotel, for instance. What do you think that can be done better in the industry, in the region, to manage this?
Yeah, this is very good. Okay, I think nowadays everyone is so smart. Okay, if a hotel or any company want to do greenwashing, you will know it. Okay, so that's why my suggestions to the hotel groups or to all the related industry, okay, in the tourism field, don't do greenwashing. Okay, because nowadays everyone is so smart, they know about this. So that's why I think it is good for you to be honest to your customer or tourists, because even you are not very good, okay, even you are just as beginners in this sustainability journey, you just tell them honestly, you just show your effort. I think everyone know that even you're just a starter, you're showing your effort, they highly appreciate the effort, because everyone know it's not easy for us to do sustainability, but we just try our best. Even from the consumer side, we also know that if we talk about care about the environment, we need to pay premium. We also need to sacrifice our convenience, right? But think about that. It is good for your next generation. You have your next generation, right? So that's why I think this is still a very meaningful thing for all of us to pursue. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you mentioned this earlier in terms of driving value for consumers itself. How do we get them to have that mindset shift? At the end of the day, sustainability is a public good. So, how do you get them to actually see value in paying more for ecotourism?
Yes, this is good. I think one of the way is through education. Education, because just like if you keep talking about this kind of thing is really good for us. Okay, this is the starting point. Okay, to educate everyone. Okay, keep communicating to them. And other thing is just like everyone also know about we are suffering from the climate change. So we should let people know more about the consequences. Okay, if we are not take action now, what will happen? Actually it's happening now. So that's why, yeah, some people may say it is quite hopeless because it seems hard for us to change about this kind of climate suddenly this kind of climate changes, right? But I still think that technology is one way, okay? So we can leverage on the advanced technology. So that's why I think there's still hope, okay, for us to think about what kinds of advanced technology can help us to, reduce the wastage, to reduce the harmfulness from the plastic, etc. That's still a hope for us, yeah.
Yeah, we're almost at time, so I just want to get your futuristic perspective on this. Looking 5 years ahead, what would you say is that most critical factor in helping drive ecotourism in the region?
I think now is everyone need to take action. Okay, just like I bring my own towels. Okay, when I join the conference. Okay, yeah, this is something like small, but it can be big if every one of you use your own towel. Okay, but less toiletries in the hotel. Just a small and try to reduce food waste. Okay, yeah, that may be a good thing for us to start now. Yeah.
Always a struggle with the buffet, but I will remember to bring my own towel next time. Thank you so much for joining us, Lisa, this morning. And thank you to the Chinese University of Hong Kong for supporting this session and the event.